Once, in the land of Barren, there was a king named Fumu, whose reign stretched over vast plains, rolling hills, and rivers that sparkled like diamonds beneath the sun. But his heart was darkened by a sorrow that no riches could heal, a grief so deep that it poisoned every breath he took. King Fumu had everything, yet the one thing he desired most, the one thing that would secure his legacy and soothe his troubled soul, eluded him, a child. The gods, it seemed, had cursed him, leaving his royal bed Barren and his queen in tears. Years passed, and the throne remained without an heir. The silence in the royal nursery echoed louder than the chants of the council, and the people whispered of omens. "How can a king without a son be fit to lead?" they murmured in secret. "What if the gods have turned their backs on him?" These whispers found their way to Fumu's ears, and they tore at him like the claws of a wounded lion. His fury grew unchecked, until one fateful night, beneath a blood-red moon, he stood before the sacred baobab tree, the link between earth and sky, between man and the spirits of the ancestors, and screamed his rage into the heavens. "Why have you forsaken me?" Fumu roared, his voice carrying through the winds. "I have honored you. I have offered sacrifices. I have led with justice. And yet, my seed withers, my name dies with me. What have I done to deserve this?" For a moment, all was silent. The wind stilled, the earth trembled, and the sky darkened as though the very gods held their breath. Then, from the shadows of the forest, a voice, cold and distant, spoke. "Your childlessness is not of the gods, Mfumu," it whispered, "but of your own doing." Mfumu's eyes blazed with fury. "Lies," he spat. "I have done nothing to deserve this. Who speaks such blasphemy?" The voice grew closer, and from the trees stepped an old woman, her eyes clouded with the fog of the spirit world. She was Njia, the seer of the lost paths, feared and respected throughout the kingdom for her visions. "Your anger blinds you, king," Njia said softly. "Long ago, before your throne was adorned with gold and power, you made a choice that altered the balance of your soul. The life you seek will never be yours until you face the truth." Mfumu recoiled, his hands curling into fists. "What truth?" Njia's face grew dark as a storm. "You swore an oath when you were young, in your thirst for power. You broke a sacred bond, and now the spirits of the forgotten demand payment." The king's mind raced, remembering the pact he had made as a desperate prince. He had sought the favor of the spirits in exchange for a throne, and in his arrogance, he had agreed to a price without asking what it would cost. Now, the price had come due. In that moment, the skies opened, and a wild wind tore through the land. Lightning cracked the heavens, and the earth shook with the fury of betrayed spirits. Mfumu stood tall against the storm, his heart pounding, his rage fueling the tempest around him. "I will not be broken," he roared into the storm, "I am king." But Njia's voice rose over the wind, louder and stronger than before. "You are not just a king, Mfumu. You are the son of the earth and the sky, the blood of your people. And it is not the throne that curses you, but the darkness you carry within." The storm grew fiercer, the sky turning to fire as the spirits of the ancestors began to descend. With every strike of lightning, a shadow from Fumu's past revealed itself, a broken promise, a forgotten vow, a betrayal of his own bloodline. His sins danced in the air like demons, and his heart trembled under the weight of it all. Mfumu fell to his knees, the fury draining from him, replaced by a hollow, gnawing fear. He had sought power at the cost of his soul, and now, the barren land inside him stretched further than he had ever imagined. Njia's voice rang out again, softer now, but no less powerful. "Face the truth, king. Only then can the curse be lifted. Only then will the sky cease its wrath, and the earth bear fruit once more." Tears, long suppressed, streamed down Fumu's face, and for the first time, he bowed his head, not as a king, but as a man. The storm raged on, but now it carried with it the echoes of forgiveness. Yet, deep within the roar of the wind, a single question remained: would the Barren king find redemption, or would his legacy be forever lost in the fury of the sky? The spirits watched, waiting for his answer.